What's up everybody, it's Zain JJ. Today we're coming back a video talking about Haru Invest versus Hodlnaut. So over here on these two platforms itself is relatively the similar platform, like what they are doing, how they generate funds and everything. It is the same model, so we are gonna basically dive into it, basically the pros and cons, and after that withdrawal fees, and after that my own personal basically results. Before like I thumb you any platform, I will always like put some money in first, and after that from there you guys can judge from my results, and after that from there gauge which is the platform that you want to do, and of course always do your own due diligence. And of course this is not financial advice. Feel free to do your own research before you jump into any platform by putting your funds in or whatsoever. So if you are if you are not subscribed to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification, and leave a thumbs up to this video. And of course, using the link down below, the description down below, there's a lot of link and blah blah blah, whatever it is, just click on it, and after that you can see my Telegram and Discord channel. If let's say you are doing a due diligence and you're unsure about anything, feel free to head over to my Discord or Telegram to basically have a chat about whatever it is that you are doing. And of course, on Discord itself, you need to basically click on the thumbs up to be able to access all the other channel, and after that from there you can start chatting. So for Telegram, you just need to do a simple gachapon over there. Just click on it and you will be doing. So I'm just gonna first show you my own results before we talk about the platform. So over here, this is on my Haru platform itself. I have almost 200 over thousand on the platform itself, around 2.1 Bitcoin, and after that around 30 Ethereum. And of course, if we scroll down itself, you can see I have been with Haru for around 473 days, and of course I have accumulated, basically the earnings that I've accumulated is around 17,000. So on the thumbnail itself, you might be thinking like, hey, how does this guy like make 20k easily? So yeah, this is the proof that the platform shows. And after that, over here on my Hodlnaut itself, you can see it is also done over here. The platforms on the platform itself over here is shown. Over here I have around 80,000 worth of SG US dollar onto Hodlnaut itself, and after that I have generated around 3 point something k. So if you plus this 17k plus this 3.6k itself, it is around 20.6k. So this is estimation of how much I make. And of course I would say, if let's say the price of Bitcoin goes like double, definitely you will see this over here become 34,000, and after that here becomes another, I don't know, 7,000. So this is how it works on the platform itself. So this is just my own personal results itself. And after that, how long have I been with Hodlnaut? I would say I've been with them for quite some time. Of course, not longer than Haru Invest. Haru Invest is my longest platform that I've been investing with. And after they can see the results itself, it is quite crazy, and the amount of APY that they offer is quite high as well. So we're just basically gonna do a comparison on these two platforms itself. So right now we're gonna jump into basically the supported crypto slash and the yields that they are offering on this Haru Invest and of course Hodlnaut. So over here I have put the screen side by side, basically the Haru platform and of course the Hodlnaut itself. Basically two of these platform, left is Haru Invest, and after the right is basically the Hodlnaut itself. So what's the crypto that they support? So for Haru Invest itself, they support a little bit of cryptocurrency. Basically it's the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and after that the USDT, and of course they also support the KRT, which I would assume that nobody is using. And after that I would say over here, these are the rates for the Haru normal wallet. So what do I mean by normal wallet? So over here on Haru itself, they have a lot of products that they are offering, basically the Haru Earn Explore, and after the Haru Farming, and many more lockup products. Basically you need to lock up your funds. So the Haru wallet itself is the basic, and after that I would say this over here is the flexible plan. So for the flexible plan itself, you can just deposit your funds, and the next day you will get payout in whatever cryptocurrency that you put in. And of course over here Ethereum is offering around 6.2%, Bitcoin is 6.4%, and after the US Tether is around 7.5%. So if you head over back to Hodlnaut itself, and after look at how much is Hodlnaut offering itself. So over here they are also offering like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and of course USDT. And of course they support other cryptocurrency like the stablecoin DAI, and after that the next one is the USDC, and after that they also have this WAP Bitcoin. So this over here is Bitcoin running on Ethereum. So over here the rates itself they're offering for Bitcoin itself, we're just going to look at the APR itself, because APY itself is compounding interest, annual per yield. So over here the APR itself just the percentage rate, the fixed rate over there. So we're just going to take 6.5. so they are offering 6.5 for Bitcoin, definitely higher than what Haru Invest is offering for the flexible wallet. And of course for Ethereum itself, it is 5.5, lower than what Haru Invest is offering. And of course if you look at stablecoin itself, they have a range of types. Basically over here USDT and USDC is offering at 12%, definitely higher than whatever Haru is offering. And after that I would say on the DAI itself is only 8%, which Haru is not offering. But of course, nevertheless, if let's say you are a person that do not wants to lock up your funds, and after that you would like to basically like join the other products itself, Haru Earn itself, they have other products like the Earn Plus. Basically, the Earn Plus itself is for you to basically lock your funds up, and over here you can basically earn as high as 15% on Bitcoin, for Ethereum as high as 13.6, and for US Tether around 15%. But of course, if you want to compare the rates itself, do note that if let's say you are using the Hodlnaut platform itself, there's a cap. So what do I mean by a cap itself? So over here you can look at Bitcoin itself. So the first 0.5 Bitcoin that you put it into the platform, you are getting a maximum rate of 6.5%. But of course, if let's say you are gonna put like more than 0.5 Bitcoin itself, you will be getting around 4% on the next 1.5 Bitcoin. So if let's say you have like 1.8 Bitcoin being placed on the platform itself, 0.5 of it is going to be generating 6.5%, and the other like 1.3% of 1.3 Bitcoin is going to be generating around 4%, so on and so forth. So for the what Bitcoin itself is the same rate. Ethereum itself, the first 100 Ethereum, so let's say you are a whale, or let's say you have someone have been like invested in the early days, and right now you have like, I don't know, 1,000 worth of Bitcoin, and after you have to put it onto like basically Hodlnaut itself to generate yields, definitely your yields is going to be almost 1% only, so that's very little. But of course on Haru Invest, they do not cap your amount, so you can basically put in any amount that you want to, and after that you can have the fixed rate. So over here, if you put in 100 Bitcoin, it is still fixed at 11 point something percent, and after that if you drag to the 365 days, you're getting 15%. And for the flexible plan itself for Haru Invest, it is always staked at 6.4%. But of course, if let's say you have more than 0.5 Bitcoin, I would suggest you to basically just put in 0.5 for the maximum rate, and after that the whatever Bitcoin that you are left with, just throw it into Haru if let's say that's the case you want to do it. And of course on Haru itself, they will not only provide this lockup plan itself, they also have other explore plan. So over here on this explore plan itself, they have Bitcoin, and after the USDT, and of course Ethereum, and after that they have this selectable asset. Basically the rates that they are offering is quite high, up to 25%, and after 22.5 for US Tether, 25 for Bitcoin, and after that I would say over here you can see Ethereum is offering around 21.5, and of course selectable is 35%. So this over here you can select from Bitcoin, Ethereum, and US Tether, and of course this over here I would say it is much more riskier compared to the other product that they are offering. So over here you have to read. So over here for Bitcoin itself is an investment lockup of 90 days, and after that this US Tether is only 30 days, and after that the Ethereum itself is almost 90 days as well. But this over here, the farming itself is also 90 days. So for my experience itself, for the Bitcoin, US Tether, and of course for the Ethereum beyond staking, these three plans itself, I have not seen like negative returns. But of course for the farming itself, I have seen negative return, and of course I would say the product over there is crazy, so use it at your own risk. So for my own personal take, I'm only using the Earn beyond staking, surf with volatility, and of course Earn like the best. So for Hodlnaut itself, yes, I have put my funds in. Of course by doing nothing you can generate some passive income. So right now we're gonna basically jump back to the topic itself, the withdrawal fees. Right, so for comparing the withdrawal fee itself, on left itself is Haru Invest, on right is Hodlnaut. So over here we can see how much is the withdrawal fee of for Haru Invest. Basically Bitcoin is only at 0.001, and for Hodlnaut itself they are offering around 0.004 for the withdrawal fee. So on Hodlnaut itself it's slightly more expensive to withdraw, and of course on Ethereum itself is 0.05, and over here on Hodlnaut itself it is slightly cheaper to withdraw Ethereum. So over here for US Tether, definitely the winner is going to be Haru Invest, because they're only charging 1 USDT, and of course on Hodlnaut itself they are charging 10 USDT. And of course do note itself, if let's say you are on the on Hodlnaut itself, they are offering basically 1 free withdrawal per calendar month. So if let's say it is the February period itself, you have like, I don't know, you have like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and after the US Tether to basically deposit your funds in, and after that right now you want to withdraw your funds, so you have to choose wisely on one currency that you want to withdraw, and after that the currency itself is going to be withdrawn for free. And after that I would say for the time wise itself, I have withdrawn from both of the platform like recently. So for Hodlnaut itself, the recent withdrawal I've done is over here, basically is today, and after that 0.1 Bitcoin, and I would say once I initiated this withdrawal itself, I would say within 1 to 2 hours I will see my funds on the wallet that I want to basically withdraw to. So for for Haru Invest itself, the time frame that they offer is basically within 24 hours your funds is going to get credited. So for Hodlnaut itself, I would say withdrawal itself is within 2 to 3 hours. Of course, I mean, like, if let's say there's a lot of volume of withdrawal whatsoever, you will expect up to 24 hours. And of course I believe that no longer, I mean, like, no more than 24 hours, but of course on Haru Invest itself, it's the same concept, no longer than 24 hours, and after that I receive my funds every time I initiated a withdrawal within 24 hours, and after I would say both of them pay out great. And after that, right now we're going to compare on talking like which is better, the pros and cons, and after that some of the stuff that I have not mentioned by comparing. Alright, so for these two platforms itself, I would say which is better. To be honest, if let's say you want to talk about like reliability slash security, if let's say you're a Singaporean, and I would say that if let's say you're in Singapore itself, you might be researching on Hodlnaut itself. They are based in Singapore, they are well known, and after that the transparency that they have is quite is solid. And of course over here I would say if let's say you want to basically talk about like the MAS backing them, or is it approved by MAS slash regulated, I would say it's not regulated right now, but of course I would say they are trying their way to get regulated. And yeah, basically I would say regulation is just a stamp on whatever product that is offered to the public. And after that I would say doesn't matter regulation or no, I don't care. Both of them, if let's say your funds is gone, it definitely will be gone, so that I don't care about regulation. So I would say the pros and cons itself, for Hodlnaut itself, they are using Nexus Mutual's custody cover. So over here there is some insurance that is ongoing. And of course for Haru Invest itself, they are using the BitGo platform to basically hold their funds. And of course just this custodian over here is just very simple to understand, because they are a big company. They are gonna like receive tons of money. I would say like in millions or in billions, they're gonna receive a lot of money. So over here the wallet itself, we know crypto, if let's say you own a hardware wallet, and after that someone managed to basically have these private keys, and yeah, basically all your funds is gone. But of course for this custodian slash business wallet itself, it works slightly different, and of course the security itself I would say is top notch. And yeah, basically using this kind of platform itself, it is somehow more secure, because if let's say your wallet, just like maybe this wallet itself is plugged onto the company software, I mean like computer or whatsoever, every time people initiate withdrawal, it is automatically going to be sent through the system, and after that from there it's going to issue your money within 1 hour. Even though that in the middle of the night, 5 p.m, I mean like 5 a.m, you do a withdrawal, somebody is sending the money, it is not done manually, and of course it is done by computer slash bot. And after that over here, this itself, they use this custodian to basically hold the funds. If let's say somehow the system got exploited or whatsoever, you are getting covered, like your funds is gonna be covered in I don't know how many percentage, but of course I would say not fully covered. Definitely a few hundred millions that is covered from the Nexus, if not from BitGo itself. So this is the custodian. And after that I would say the insurance wise, I would say if let's say your account get hacked or whatsoever, there's no insurance for that, because if let's say Hodlnaut or Haru got hacked itself, they definitely BitGo is going to compensate them, and from there the compensation is going to be given to the user who put the funds in, like you and me. And of course the next thing that we want to compare is basically on Hodlnaut itself. It is a Singapore company, I already mentioned. So for Haru Invest, it is a Korean company, and after that both of them I have been interacting with. And after that I would say for the pros and cons itself, I would say basically on Haru itself, I have been with them quite long, and after that you can see from my personal like assets that is on Haru, and of course on Hodlnaut itself, which one I recommend, you slightly aga know. But of course I would say both platform itself is safe to use from my own personal opinion and experience. And of course if let's say you put your funds in, the next day they exit scam or whatsoever, I'm with you, and of course you can't possibly sue me because it's just my personal opinion. And of course whatever you are going to invest in, make sure that you can afford to lose the amount. If let's say you want to put in this amount onto whatever platform itself, just know that if let's say you are going to send your funds onto another wallet itself, you are not owning the private keys. So yeah, basically you have no controls over your funds, equals that's not your money. And of course you have to understand the concept in the crypto space itself. So I would say for the products itself, I would say Haru Invest itself is definitely offering much more products, and after that much more excitement going on. But of course for Hodlnaut itself, they're offering a few products, and after that it's just a flexible deposit interest account. Basically just put your funds in and wait and get credited. The same concept on Haru Invest itself, but of course they make it much more exciting by having the Haru Earn Explore, and after that many more other products. And of course if you want to talk about like is your funds insured or not, I already mentioned it is not really insured, and of course you only can invest in what you can afford to lose. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to compare is basically on the platform itself. Can you switch your funds? Like let's say you want to basically like sell or buy whatever cryptocurrency that you have on the existing platform to switch around. Like let's say you deposit Bitcoin and suddenly Bitcoin went to $1 million, and you want to sell a little bit of your Bitcoin to US Tether to basically generate additional passive income. I would say both platforms itself, they offer the same option. On Haru itself, it's called a Haru Switch. On Hodlnaut itself is called the token swap, and of course over here they say that all token swaps are free. So I would say on Haru Invest itself, their tokens, I mean like their Haru switch itself is not free. They charge a fee depending on supply and demand. So what do I mean by supply and demand? Because this over here they're trying to make things interesting, like making a DeFi internally. And of course over here for the farming itself, the plan that I've mentioned previously, selectable asset, 3 months, and after that you can see negative returns, and of course you can see as high as 300% or even 35%. This over here is the very risky product itself, where people put their funds into the liquidity pool, and after that from there people start swapping. And of course once every swap is happened, it is going to charge you a 0.1% fee to around like 2 to 3%, depending on the supply and demand. So for Hodlnaut itself, there's no fee that they charge, but of course I don't believe in this thing called zero fee, because whatever they are charging is in the price itself, so the spread itself. So if let's say you want to look at the price of Bitcoin right now, so we're gonna look at coin market cap. So one freaking Bitcoin is around 44, and after that over here you can see the difference itself is $20. So over here the fees that they are marking up is slightly not really high, but of course this is just the average. We do not know which exchange they use to basically get the price out, and after that I would say this is just a gauge for your crypto asset itself. So zero fees doesn't mean that they do not mark you up with the whatever is that over here you can see USDT itself. It is slightly different. Yep, so basically the spread itself plays a part on this zero fee itself, so do not be like deceived by these free withdrawal fees. So I would say these are just the hidden stuff that you should know, and after that from there it is good to know. And basically comparing the platform itself, not really much to compare about. And after that I would say just the rates itself on Haru Invest itself, definitely they are offering a very high rate, and of course the risk itself is up to you to take. And of course for Hodlnaut itself, they are also offering quite a decent rate, but I would say not better than Haru Invest. It's just decent, and after that you can basically consider which platform you want to use, and after that from there you can use the links down below. So for both platforms itself, I have the registration link down below. Just use it to support the channel. So I have come to the end of the video. So before we end the video itself, if you do not want to be a victim of scams / whatever airdrop scam that is ongoing on the Binance Smart Chain, on the Ethereum blockchain, on the AVAX chain, and after that free NFT drops and whatsoever, if you want to know more about it, how does this kind of scam work itself, feel free to head over to airdropscams.com. and after that over here I have like basically briefly talk about the Binance Smart Chain airdrop token scam. And of course I would say not only you can use the concept of NFT as well to be airdropped it into your wallet, and after that from there people can understand how does this work and how does this scam work, and of course you can prevent yourself from being a victim of this kind of stupid scam. And of course you can safeguard your funds with a hardware wallet over here. And after that, if you want to, you can use the link down below to purchase the hardware wallet. And of course I have come to the end of the video. If you like the video, kindly hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on post notification, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye bye, peace.